Guys, feast your eyes on this absolutely stunning big bore air cooled 400. Not just any 400. This one's bored to 433 and got some hot rod tricks done to it, including the full DG exhaust, some special tuning in the carb. Ports are cleaned up a bit, and it is an absolutely phenomenal piece. And for $19.79, look at the suspension on this thing. This is exactly what I did to my 79 RM100. I put a set of new Works Performance shocks on it and a Terry fork kit. This one didn't need the Terry fork kit because it had the long travel air assisted forks already. You got a foot in the front, 12 inches in the rear. These are modern Works Performance shocks, much better than what we had back then. And it is an absolutely beautiful piece. Check out the frame rails on this thing. We never do frame offs on any bike that's got smashed frame rails or engine case damage or non-matching cases. This is the original unit, original fuel tank, original engine cases, frame, swing arm, all original cycle parts on this. And it's been completely restored from the frame up. We completely dismantled it and went through every nut and bolt on the bike to give you this stunning presentation here today. Very fun bike to ride. Lightweight, big bore, air cooled. Got that power down low where you can just wheelie it off idle as I was demonstrating or rev it out. Definitely a second or third gear whole shot monster. Back in '79, this was one of the best twin shock bikes you could ever have, and it stood the test of time. Just a beautiful piece. Starting with the engine, when the bike was completely dismantled, the engine was rebuilt. The top end was bored to a 433, and the carb was rebuilt with new jets, jetted for the pipe and the big bore, and the new twin air filter it has in it. That's a Works style raw DG pipe with a polished aluminum DG silencer. They don't come polished like that. We do that in house here. We also do some special tricks like that Suzuki emblem on the ignition cover is beautifully polished. We do that in house. You can see the original countershaft sprocket protectors intact on this, and the engine cases are in beautiful condition. The shifter is like new. The pegs are like new. The engine was rebuilt. It's got new oil, new spark plug. It's running VP 94, mixed 32:1. It's got a new fuel line, new fuel petcock, new fuel filter. The car's been rebuilt with new jets and new drain lines. And of course, it's got that twin air filter. It's a spectacular piece of moto history. Even the engine mount hardware, the engine mounts themselves have been machine polished to a brilliant shine. You can see all the hardware is in mint condition, either original or new replaced. Coming around to this side of the engine, runs spectacular. You can see this pipe, they don't come to us looking like this. That's not chrome, that's polished aluminum. And then we run a Scotch-Brite wheel at a high revolution on the entire pipe to give it that machine finish. Then we use a torch and blew the pipe. It's time consuming, but it looks absolutely insane. You can see the engine mount on this side is polished. The kicker is in mint condition. It's tight as a tiger. It's not all bagged out like they normally are. You can still hear it click when you close it. All the hardware on the engine's new. The engine's been completely repainted from the engine cases to the cylinder to the head. So moving on from the power plant, the frame was repainted, the original gloss black, refinished after it was sanded down. The steering head bearings were redone. The triple clamps were vapor honed, as you can see, to the original raw finish. Absolutely beautiful. The fork lowers were machine polished, as you can see, to a brilliant chrome shine to match the swing arm. The brake hub and the wheel were vapor honed and repainted. The original wheel set was just polished and shined up. Those are original rims, and they're in excellent condition. The front brakes were serviced. It has a brand new Dunlop tire, brand new tube, brand new rim strip, and the forks were completely rebuilt with new fork seals, new fork oil, and new fork rubber sliders. It's got a brand new front fender, brand new front number plate with new graphics on it, new set of bars, new Suzuki crossbar pad, new shorty black clutch and brake lever, modernizing the controls a bit, and some modern ODI ruffian grips. So all the controls are like new. On the throttle, it works beautifully, just like it would brand new. The original fuel tank was restored. New graphics were applied to it. It's got a tank breather hose. The seat was restored with a new seat cover, new rear fender, new side number plates, new graphics, new mounting hardware, and you can see it's got a set of Works Performance shocks on there, which are a huge upgrade from the originals. While it was all apart, the swing arm was machine polished to a brilliant chrome shine. The brake stay was restored. The rear brakes were restored. The magnesium backing plate was vapor honed and then refinished and repainted. The hub was refinished and repainted. The original spokes and rim were polished and wrapped in a new Dunlop D952 tire, tube, and rim strip. Just a beautiful piece. If you come back here, look at the airbox, you can see the beautiful condition of the original airbox, nicely restored. And if you come over this side here, you can see the new JT Racing black sprocket with the new gold chain, and all the mounting hardware is brand new. New chain adjuster bolts. Just a beautiful, beautiful set of running gear here. The original chain guide is restored in an absolutely showroom brand new condition, with a new chain roller on the bottom, new chain roller in the mid, new chain roller on the top, and a new brand new chain slider on there. The original factory swing arm bolt was polished. The hardware is all polished. The shocks were cleaned and polished. The pegs were repainted, and all of the running gear was vapor honed and restored or repainted or polished before it was put back on the bike. So what does all this beautiful trickery cost? Well, 50 hours of shop labor, and at $150 an hour, that's $7,500 to do a frame off on the bike. Stand corrected, it's a 1980. I just grabbed the work order. I usually try to go by memory. They're pretty much the same bike, but it's a 1980 RM400, making it, what, 46 years old, soon to be 50 years old. And a total of 50 hours of shop labor at $150 an hour is $7,500, plus just over $2,500 in parts, bringing the work order just over $10,000 for this frame off restoration of this beautiful classic RM400 that's ready to take to the track. The Works Performance shocks combined with the rebuilt forks. I had 15 pounds of air in the forks, which is just about right for me at 220, but you can let it down to 10 if you're a little lighter. This bike sits up nice and tall. It'll just breeze over the whoops, huck the double jump, no problem. Everything you wanted to do when you were 20 years old on it in 79 or 80, you can do today even better. Suspension's a big upgrade. The tires are an upgrade. And of course, the pipe and silencer is better than what they came with. And you got that big bore, the 433. No one needs to know. It's just a 400. So definitely a whole shop monster for sure. So yeah, beautiful piece. We've done more 79 RM400s than anybody else that I know, partially due to my affinity for this particular model. I had a 79 R100 I bought brand new. I raced this same bike, the 100 version, a 79 R100 and 79 and 80. Had great success with it. I won all 4 motos my last weekend as a sea rider in July 4th weekend at Southwick National Track. Whole shot and smoked them, all 4 motos. Got my B plates and then broke my leg in the sand pits the next week, and that kind of screwed up my season. Snapped my tib and fib totally in half. Oh well. So that was the end of that season. And came back in 81 on an RM250 in the B class and had some great success with that. But brings back memories. This is a spectacular piece of moto history. Roger DeCoster, the man himself, the legend, he raced one of these. This one's beautifully sorted. Is it too nice to ride or race? I'll leave that up to you, but MX Rewind is this weekend. There's still time to call a junior and get your butt down to the line. It's ready to go. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. I'm going to ship this right to your house, licensed and closed. Hey, hit the like and subscribe, man. We just found out the other day, 97% of the people that watch the channel, we're getting 30 million views a month between our social media, and we only have 1.2 million subscribers, so like 1 out of 33 are subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything. Helps us grow the channel to bring more cool content to you, to raise our spot in the algorithm, so you'll get more content like this sent to you, and more new bikes coming too. So just hit the like and subscribe. It doesn't cost a penny. I don't ask for much. So put a comment in there what this bike means to you, if you raced these back in the day, if you can relate. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.